anytime she goes away.
To my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a that's what they don't understand.
Back again like flu season, I broke records while loose leafing. I'm coming down my roof, leaving, don't give a I don't care. Did the by my lonesome, no wonder now I'm on one. No shortcuts on that long run, all I really want is my share. Get on my God, on my totem is nothing. In the discussion, for them feelings I throw on my pain on percussion. It's disgusting, I hear them bragging about that they did and it do not move me, not in the least. They ain't been dropping no seeds in the soil, but swear that you on my spot at the feast. I've been on go mode, showboat, rowboat, wave ride. Cool shorty, too naughty, pool party, wet for the face ride. Annie up, penny down, hand me down, thrift store, old drip. New money, too funny, old shorty, talk about old. I'm on they now, can't get a pass now, I'm a cash cow, keeping it brash now. It's trash now, I'ma spaz out. I've been killing my lows and living on highs. You see in the skies the proof. You could just see in my eyes that there is no lies. I cannot disguise the truth. I've merch colored duck sauce on the new couch with my chucks on. Get the on with that hate. I'm big cool on the small chat, cause I know now that I'm all that. Got a Hawkeye on the ball cat, get the out of my face.
Talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man.
Hello. Hey, what's up? This is your girl Nicole Reloaded, and I'm locked and loaded with another video. And I'm here with my brother Yusef from the Ratchet Today show, and we just came on to go live. I guess we can be ratchet today. Okay. Well, it's my time.
Ooh, I hear an echo.
Oh my God. Am I echoing still?
No, it's me echoing. It seems like it's leaving, but it seems like it's going away. But it was a nice live stream over there on Gigi Darling's panel. So I just wanted to keep the love going, and the thing about Ratchet Today, Pooh, we not the ratchet one all the time, Sometimes we gotta call out the ratchet people, places, and things in order to get a grounding of a better understanding. So,
amen to that. That is facts. Yes, Gigi Darling's live tonight was exceptional. It was epic. It was really, really nice to see you guys up there having an awesome conversation and interview about ChayMeans and the Tommysotomayor and FreshandFit, interview that you exclusively got. Let me make sure. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure it's her, child.
I'm sure.
These people crazy, honey. I done been porn bombed, and took whole boo-boos on the nigga channel and everything else. Hold on. I know that's her picture, but she ain't never been behind her before, so let me see. Okay, hold on. Overlay. Okay.
Hey.
Is that you? Okay, it's her.
Ooh, I like that picture. I remember that episode. She said, "What you gonna do?"
Oh yeah, okay, that's why.
Check me.
That's how you was when they was coming at you.
Hey, who gonna check me, boo? Okay. Hey, Yusef.
Hey, Auntie, what you eating? I heated up some chili that I made earlier on the live.
I'm eating pizza. Child, I told you I was 2 drinks in. I'm eating pasta. Okay.
I said, what is that? Like some fake pasta?
Damn. How you got dyslexic with the words?
Okay. And just sitting back with a little bit of salad, some wine, and with you two, enjoying myself. Is it okay if I smack away?
Girl, yes, we smack over here, child.
Thank you. Okay, I'm hungry like a motherfucker.
Girl, we human beings. This is an impromptu live. Yes, I did. I actually had I made some baked chicken, and I had a baked potato.
That sounds good, y'all.
Delicious. I want to do more cooking, but I'm going to do it over on Queen Charming whenever I can get that up and going.
Oh, you're going to start cooking live?
On Queen Charming. It's going to be more like a lifestyle channel.
Oh, okay.
I look forward to it.
Yeah, Yusef, he has it down on their cooking. I'm so damn clumsy. Y'all see me then deep fry the phone and laptop and everything else, child. I'm so clumsy. I can't. No.
But sometimes people like it like that. They like it. I know there's this YouTuber I used to watch her all the time. She just cooking her chicken. She don't even care. She don't dress up nothing, but that food is good. She got millions of views.
Soulful tea. Soulful tea. That's for me. I love soulful tea.
Yes. Oh, her too. Yeah.
And I miss Auntie P. People say that I remind them of Nephew P when I be cussing in the kitchen.
Everything happens in the kitchen, doesn't it?
Right.
Who, Nephew P?
Nephew P, like Auntie P.
Oh, okay.
the lady she had died though, eating all that unhealthy food and not having her health up and all that. But you know, may she rest in peace. But that shook YouTube, man. That shook the food sector, and that was when I was just a viewer, you know. And I knew that we was kindred because I like, you know, a good cusser. You know, a good cusser. You like one, you know.
Yeah.
It's different between being a foul mouth and just being a good cusser, and it just be funny, you know. And so I guess people be laughing at me when I be snapping out.
You got me cracking up yesterday.
Yeah, you
And
well,
see,
you
people
know,
don't get your style of humor. I love it.
I always told him that I adored his style of human, just being human and not all stuffy, you know.
Yeah, and it's relatable.
Mm-hmm.
Remember growing up, you would go over to somebody's house. It didn't matter why or where you were going, but in the moment of the day, you would just, you know, hey baby, and sit in the living room, and you would just watch them be in their element. Somebody would be cooking, somebody would be going up and down the stairs. You know what I'm saying? Somebody would be on the telephone. I miss that about growing up in African American culture. I miss that.
Mm-hmm. And that really has changed a lot, hasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I miss it too.
I got this video that I was making for TikTok, but I never did it. But in my mind, you know how you got those things you need to hurry up and do before somebody else do it?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody might try to steal this, but it's okay. Just tag me. When you, I was gonna make this video, you know, it's when black people walking around the house.
Mm-hmm.
And I was gonna have it on my feet with all different kind of shoes and socks, switch it up and mix them all in. But look, you know how we all stomp around the house and we heavy footed.
Yeah.
Oh my! Oh, I understand that.
Yeah, I was just gonna have it on my feet, just stomping up the steps, stomping through the house, stomping through the
I used to tell people, thank you. And see, those are sounds of your youth, of growing up, of your home.
Right. That's true.
You know, I think that's what I miss. Because when I went to the military, and my children are military brats, they even miss that type of lifestyle. You see what I'm saying? Their culture is totally different from the culture I grew up. You know, going down the street, running around, sitting on the porch, going to family reunions, getting ready for church, going up the street, going grocery shopping, checking on the older lady down the street because my mama told me to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, go pull their trash can in and give them that newspaper type of thing.
Well, I think that good old fashioned upbringing still works.
Yeah, it does. You'll never. I think it's just that I don't know. We need our neighborhoods, man.
We need our neighborhoods. And I like to go visit them. You know what people tell me all the time? Because I'm still in touch with my family. I still love everybody. I don't care where they are and what stage in life. When I go and visit them, they're like, "Oh, wow, you came to visit me." I'm like, "Why wouldn't I? Oh, wow, I want to be in your house." And they're like, "Oh, no. Oh, wow, we want to come out to Hollywood." I'm like, "We want what the other one got." Isn't that weird?
Right.
I miss my life as a child growing up. I miss that.
I think when people miss the other one, it's a side of each other that's missing. It's a connection that needs to continue. Because I feel like what we were getting to kind of earlier about the different diasporas, you know, I think that Africa is divided, African Americans, like we're divided from each other. And if we would realize that we're that missing part of each other, like they're more cultured over there, is the culture that we want to know about our roots, you know, and then over here it's like, oh, fast-paced, futuristic, you know, and so we could really help each other if we did work together.
And I always tell people, look for those folk that were born there that are still their culture. They still sound African, but they're here in your local neighborhoods. Go to their events. You know, go and let them grease your hair up or something and say, what's going on? What event y'all be having? Oh, we're having a a Zambian celebration or a wedding next week and say, "Can I come?" They be like, "Yeah, bring money, bring food, bring gifts." And next thing you know, you're making connections.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, because they're
And
rooted
that,
in business.
no, go ahead, yourself.
No, I was just saying that's true because they are rooted in business. They have more of an entrepreneurial spirit about them. They know that they got to do something for their family. They used to the land and their stuff. So when they come over here, they have that advantage because they're more entrepreneurial minded.
And they don't know. Sometimes they're just scared to reach out or sorry, but it's a lot of African American people that look down on the Africans who are migrating to America. They still don't get it. They don't get it that they still want to be prosperous. Everybody in Africa don't want to come to America. I'm talking about the ones that want to. Okay.
Right.
To me, if you can't make it to Africa yourself, embrace them.
Right.
Right?
Well, it's a two-way street because a lot of them do come over acting funny, and it's not all of them, but that's just like not all of us. But that don't mean that it takes away from the truth of what you're saying. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so, in context, that's another thing too. Everybody takes stuff out of context and internalizes and makes everything interpersonal when it doesn't always have to be. Sometimes it's just like, because like your experience, you've met great and amazing and was able to build and work with a lot of Africans, but there are a lot of people who feel like they can't talk to them, and there's a lot of people who feel like they can't talk to us. And so that is a very real divide, you know?
It is.
Yes, that is, yes.
I had a friend who she didn't teach out of college. She worked in the administrative side of things because she was taking a break being a teacher because it was just too stressful. So what she would do is during the holidays, she'd pick a holiday. Like November, she would pick Chinese students. December, she would pick African students and just invite them to her home. They didn't have to buy nothing. They didn't have to bring any gifts. She gifted them. They sat around and she let them talk about anything. And it wasn't even really about the holiday. It was just about gathering. It just made it more festive. I made sure I was there every time. I did it for 10 years and I miss it. And she still does it. It was so rich, Nicole.
I bet.
They would ask us questions. We would write down what they needed. We would show up to their dorm afterwards and say, "Okay, here's what you asked for." Because they were scared to go out on the economy. We call it, I'm still a veteran. They were scared to go off of campus.
Right. You made me think of when you said that. We gotta go off of campus.
I was like, "Girl, just come with me." They were like so happy because they didn't have any money. They don't have any cars. They don't know nobody. They were just sent there by their parents to get educated in America. That's it. That's all.
Right. My mom was going to take in an exchange student back then. I don't remember what happened. Something happened. I don't know. I think it could have been a confliction or something with my adoption or something like that or whatever, and they couldn't do it or something. I don't remember exactly what it was. And if I ask my dad, he'll be like, "I don't remember." He don't remember nothing, child. If you ask him. I don't know. I think that's just a military thing. Like, he don't hold on to stuff. Like he know how to move on.
That's a dad thing too.
Yeah. Like he really do. Like, I was like, "Daddy, you don't remember when I was 5?" He look at me like, "No, I don't." Daddy, you remember when you
get older? When you get older, some things you don't remember.
I think he remember. I think he just don't want to talk about it.
You get like that too.
Yeah. And my dad still, to this day, my dad still gets up at like 6:30,
We can't help
7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, we can't help it. It was ingrained in us. Where did you guys serve? Where did you live?
My dad retired. Well, he got into the Air Force down in Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
So then he went from Virginia to California, and then that's where I was adopted. And then he retired down
Nice.
here. But he went all. My dad went all over though. He went to, oh gosh, he was in Vietnam. He went to Hawaii, Paris. He's been around. I'm not gonna say all around the world, but he's been to some places
That's
for
amazing.
sure. Yeah, yeah. So,
I think that's
he,
so nice that people serve and stuff.
hey sis.
I really do appreciate people who serve and stuff like that because it's a part of us who is missing. See, it's a double-edged side, right? And I'm gonna give y'all both sides. And I have this, I guess, I don't know if it's unpopular opinion or if it's just, where I'm always overthinking stuff. It's sometimes a gift and sometimes it's not. But like, when it comes to the Army, it's two things about it. One, I love and appreciate our military and all of that stuff. I appreciate the people that serve because there is a part of us that's missing with our identity and that we're not taking ownership of. We got the African side, we're disconnected from that and we're not retracing that. And then there's the American side of us to where we are still American citizens. And even though we're not treated that way, and even when we fight for stuff, it's not necessarily to be treated like the rights of an American in the Constitution that we have too.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then back to the other side of things, it makes me feel like I wish we had a black army and a black military of our own.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello. I don't look at the comment, but I will say hi to folks. Hi, Miss Groovy.
Hey.
Hey sis, how you doing? I love you.
Yes.
Yeah, I just for me, when you raised like, as a military brat or whatever, like I don't know, it's kind of like a very family orientated, very structured.
It's very structured.
Very structured. Supposed to like help people, like so. It's kind of ingrained in me. So when I see somebody in trouble, it's like I'll be violating the family or something. If I don't help them, my dad's gonna find
You're
out.
supposed to help them. Yeah.
But is it offensive?
That's the mission. I wasn't in the Army. I was in the Air Force and the Navy. That's our mission. That's the whole point.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it offensive
Yeah,
to
my
be
dad
called
was
a military brat as opposed to a military child?
No, I was definitely a brat. I was an only child.
They're brats. Trust me.
I was a
They're
brat.
military brats. Trust me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I got whatever I want.
That means that's a positive thing. That's like saying, what do young people call themselves today? That's cool.
Yeah.
Or
But the millennials.
Yeah.
Well, like what they like. Yeah, that's not like a disrespect. Like if like if you that means you know what I'm saying. You part of the family. Like you
were taken care of.
That means you were taken care of. You were all the way from head to toe.
Everything, everything. Right, Nicole? Everything is in writing. Everything is in order. It's a bit of a Shangri-La, actually.
Well, what are some of the benefits as being a military parent?
I can't speak from being the parent side because there's downsides.
Well, have you ever been on a military base?
Who have I?
No, Yusa. Because
I don't trust them motherfuckers.
He's posing the question, so
I don't trust their ass. I probably won't make it back.
Well, are we going to have an open dialogue? Are you going to listen, or are you going to? Do you want me to answer your question?
Yeah,
correctly.
Of
Not
course.
not feed not feed into what people don't like about something.
Yeah, no, I'm rolling the blunt. Now you
Oh,
go
okay.
ahead, listen.
So being in the
Give me some
military is
Easter.
I'm sorry. Okay. Being in the military is the highest honor any American can have. That's number one. Number two, if you as a young person are educated about what the military does, what they have to offer African Americans, you have to do your research because my family goes all the way back to the revolution. So we've always embraced the military. Number one, the base is like an enclosed city, right, Nicole? It's they
Yes,
don't
ma'am.
we don't need anything from anybody. We are enclosed in case of a war because we have to protect our soldiers. Number three, any type of service, aid, function, organization, situation, it's all there. They want for nothing. But guess what? We work hard for it. We are heroes and sheroes, and that's how it should be,
Right,
you know.
right.
But
When my
now let's
sorry.
go to African history. I'm almost done. African history, you can educate yourself and see how hard we fought to get where we are today within the military. It was the same struggle, just like
Yep.
civil right struggle. But guess what? That's the point. We won it. We got in. We here. We're still working. It can get better. Yeah. You got to educate yourself. Like my dad was a World War II hero. You know, y'all ain't got time to hear about them stories. You ain't got time.
Back then they used to call her Jawbone. We was
Yeah.
watching porno, going crazy with the
Yeah, when my mother passed away, they treated her just like she was a soldier because she was. Because a wife is a soldier too.
Yes, the family matters. The
Yeah.
spouses matter. The children
Yeah.
matter. My
Yeah.
children, it took them a minute to get used to, because I made sure, Nicole and Yusuf, during our tours of duty, enlistments, that we took our children back to our neighborhoods where we grew up so they could recognize they don't know nothing about growing up in the cities and the streets because they're military brats. But we had to expose them to that because on the way up and out of civil strife comes what? Wealth, right?
Right.
Benefits, jobs, education. We don't want to leave nobody behind. But guess what? That people in the military are doing it. I don't know who's missing out on that.
DJ Mustard, the revolution still loaded like it got a
Yep.
Now we gotta wear a mask to keep our
I remember when my dad got out, my mom got on my father and was like, you better take them benefits. If the education you ain't got is enough, then go get some more.
Thank you.
Yeah.
People are always
Hmm.
talking about, well, we need to be educated. Well, go to school. What do you mean? We need to be. Then I'll turn. If I'm standing next to you in a protest and I hear you say that, I'm gonna turn my head. I'm gonna look at you and say, well, what community college do you go to?
Mm-hmm.
They just talking and they ain't doing nothing. Hello, chat. I see when people come in. I'm sorry. Hello, Joanna.
Hi, Joanna.
Hey, bro.
Do you think college is for everybody, Yusuf and Deidre?
I would say no and yes.
I want it to be. You're
It
right.
would be nice. I would say yes because it's always helpful to have that ticket, that piece of paper, that certification that you need. But what's most important is that you have the skills in your head too, because it depends on what industry you're in my opinion. And even certain industries that you don't need a degree in another industry will still help you excel in that industry. So it's always going to be a good thing. But you are not helpless if you don't get a degree. You can still teach yourself, and people's learning methods are different. And so the same things that they study in school and test you on in school, now with the source of the internet on top of the libraries, the virtual internets, we can study anything that we're interested in at the pace that we're interested in it, and those chemicals are released to our brain and we'll remember it because we're interested. You don't
And
learn things unless you're interested.
that, and institutions have bent over backwards, making everything accessible. People got to walk through the damn door.
Mm-hmm.
True.
I mean, what are they supposed to do? Knock on your door and make you study in your house while twerking, listening to rap all day, playing video games? No.
Yeah. You
You
got to
got
have
to
a
get the
thirst.
fuck up and go to school.
You got to have a quest for knowledge. Even if you're self-taught, that's a discipline.
Yeah, it's a human, because they can't be sitting back at 20, 30, and 40 going, well, nobody gave me an opportunity. No, you're supposed to get your ass up and go and get it.
And it's competitive. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
This world is competitive.
I mean, anybody can go to community college. You can even go to community college and get certificates. Forget degrees and diplomas. Get certificates. Find out if you want to be, let's just say, an electrician. Okay. Call every electrician training course within your town, how you can get there, map out the bus route, and figure it out and go. While you working at McDonald's, go get your electrician certifications. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's nobody out there handing out life. You got to go get it.
Ain't that the truth?
Mm-hmm.
Here go a question. We talking about life. What do y'all think? What do you think about a woman putting a man on child support? Do you think that is the wrong thing to do?
Fuck no. It's the wrong thing to run away and have somebody have to chase you down to get some pampers.
Exactly. Stop making babies you can't afford.
No. Child support should be worth more to make these niggas realize how important it is.
I was a child support officer for 5 years in the Solano County, Northern California. And baby, we could do panels on that. I could tell you story after story.
I want to hear some, because I don't know if you ever heard mine, like a little bit of it, but my ex-husband has been like harassing me for years because of his child support debt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But no,
it's a lot. It's a lot. But I think that's society. And that's another thing. People like to poop on society, but they be collecting them checks every month. Well, you can't be talking about down with the government when the government's sending you a check every month, boo-boo. It don't make sense.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
but the thing that kind of trips me out, though, when people say, oh, okay, well, there's a difference. If you're getting TANF, that's temporary needy assistance for families or whatever, is when they will force the mother or the father, because there's men that get it too. Very few, but there are, that have custody of their children, and the mother is on some other stuff. So, but that where the state will force you to put the other parent on.
I think that there should be more stipulations put on child support, like emotional stipulations and custodial stipulations put on child support too.
Unfortunately, child support, just like when you go to work, right? You earn a check, right? You conduct yourself during the day to keep your job, right? They don't, unfortunately, I hear what you're saying. They don't work in the realm of emotional.
They sure don't.
It's all about law.
I know.
Yep.
I'm talking about the kid's development, though, the interest of the child. Never mind.
Well, that's the parents' job. That's the parents' job.
Right.
Well, down here in Nevada, though, they have they did incorporate a form of mediation. As a course of action. So
I'm
Some
trying
of
not
these
to cut
people
y'all
are
off.
just
I'm sorry.
bad people. They just suck as people. They mean. They nasty.
I know, but if you gotta make somebody pay,
You sound like my dad, Deidre.
if you gotta make
Girl.
somebody pay for their kid because they're not present in their child's life, I feel like emotional and custodial provisions should be in order as well. Even though it's not about emotions, but money ain't gonna raise the kid. You
Well,
give it.
what do you mean? Like
I'm
mommy
talking
is
about
at
parents,
home.
the
Mommy,
time.
well,
Yeah,
give
parenting.
me a situation. Mommy's at
Okay.
home. She's collecting the check. Let's go watch movies and have a good day and watch something positive on TV. What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, okay. Also, daddy needs to come pick you up too.
Girl, do you
Spend
know
time
them
with you.
daddy? They out there fucking and sucking at the stripper pole place.
I
They
know,
ain't
but
Yeah,
nowhere
you know,
around.
you can't force,
Yeah, you
not even
can't
in
force
family,
that.
not even in family court. You can't.
Yeah,
I
you
can,
can't
I
force
can read you some court orders for that ass. If they don't show up, they just don't show up. Period.
Yeah, and what the mommy's job is to do is, like we were saying earlier, go out in the community and find somebody that's nice. Go to church, something.
And then that's why I get frustrated when there's a man that actually wants to be in a child's life financially, physically, spiritually, and mentally, and then they, interfere. I don't like that neither.
I'm
I
gonna drag
think that
them my own way because I don't got no kids, so I guess I got a different outlook. I'm gonna drag them my own way on my channel. I just wrote that down because I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about that because I'm gonna let these big kids know paying for these kids ain't going to create developmental memories.
it
How about
doesn't.
this? How about this? Stop fucking people you don't know and you don't want to be with or make
No, you know
kids
they're not
with.
gonna do that.
Well, that's what
Well, the
we
thing is,
telling you. That's what
they
we
tell
telling
women
you.
to take birth control. Why can't men take some form of contraceptive or something to stop their sperm
Girl,
worm?
It's
girl,
called a
girl.
ball.
Why it always gotta
A
be put
ball
on a
knot.
woman?
They act like if they get 2 little snips, their manhood is gone.
Fuck
Hi,
that.
Emmanuel.
Tie them balls
Hi,
right in the knot.
Forever Lisa.
Hi, Forever Lisa. Hi, Emmanuel Briggs. I love you. Hi, sis. Hi, soul sister. Welcome, ladies. I love you.
Hello.
Yeah, well, honey, my ex-husband, his ass took Deidre. I wish I would have. I wish I would have got your email sooner, because you would have been able to save me some money. That dude, he tricked me so bad. He had me up here crying, talking I had to go back to family court. Right? He written it up in chicken scratch, and the judge already had told him, you cannot submit legal documents to the court that we can't read. And he'll go in there and say, Your Honor, I'm a dad, I'm just really trying. Her daddy was in the military, so he got the rich, the rich
So he
lawyer. Then he
wants
started.
somebody else to take care of his kid. That's what he wants.
I'm
Now
like, my
you
dad's rich, bro.
Now you say, what would you say to Nicole's ex-husband? How would you tell him to act?
Well, read a book first of all. Hooked on Phonics worked for me. A B C D E F G 1-800.
I don't think.
Other than that, I mean, that was all
No,
I.
I'm talking
All I
about
heard that he was slow because I guess
No.
I came in. I was
No,
lying.
because see, the thing is, he was in his kid's life, but see, it can be every family dynamic is different.
Right.
Actually, him being in their life was detrimental. See, because when you're dealing with someone that is a narcissistic sociopath, they'll do things to hurt you. And when you're co-parenting and and the parents are fighting and all they hear is your mama ain't shit or the daddy ain't shit over and
Right.
over, it has a very severe mental effect on them. So once they turn into teenagers, since mommy and daddy want to fight, they're gonna play you and mommy and daddy against each other, and they're gonna go and be teenagers because all y'all want to do is fight and care about court when all they want to do is be loved and taught.
Being a parent is so hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell people all the time, just because you don't have kids doesn't mean you don't have good input and you don't love. But until you're in that hot seat, mommy, daddy, until that child is treating you, whoever you are, whether it's blood or not, as a mommy or a daddy. I'm sorry. What do you think, Nicole? You're on the outside looking in.
Yeah. You don't know it. You don't know how it feels until you go through it.
I agree.
You can say what you gonna do, and I wouldn't do this, and I wouldn't do that. You'll be surprised what what you would do. And every child is different. You know what I'm saying? So you have some children, tell them to clean up their room, they will. You have some children, no matter how much you take them to church, they'll be defiant.
Because the same time they're being a child,
yeah,
and you're judging them, that child, Yusef, is judging you.
Yep.
Whether they're 2 days old or 60 years old, they're judging you as a parent. A lot of people with no kids think, oh, I'm in charge and they do exactly what I tell them to do. Baby, look, it's a situation that can't nothing prepare you for till you're in the situation. That's all I gotta say.
I agree.
Yep.
I would never disagree with that because I know and I see how hard parents be having it, single parents and double parents. Hey y'all, hey Geronimo. Everybody's having a hard time, and I just know it's just one of the most trying tasks and one of the most important tasks that a god or goddess could put on somebody.
Yeah.
And so, they give you a kid.
Being judged. It's like, oh, I'm being judged by the person I gave birth to, and they only 8 years old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They had me in my ling.
Yeah, girl, you had me in my ling-lings too.
It was like, oh, really?
Yeah.
But it is what it is. That's the law of nature, isn't it?
Yep. That's why because kids don't do what you tell them to do. They do what they see you do. They're gonna mimic they're gonna mimic your behavior. And usually it'll probably be the shit that the negative part of you. Sometimes because
they're learning from you how to live, right? And they're a part of you, right? You can tell that they're yours, right?
Oh my God! Yeah.
But it depends. Sometimes it depends on the child. Sometimes it could be like that. They act just like their father. They could pick up characteristics of See, because my daughter, my ex-husband, he's really fucked up. I mean, like he's fucked up, and he really done a number on my daughter's psychological.
I'm sorry.
And she mimics him in her episodes. It's very scary. Like she'll walk like him, changes her voice like him and everything. That comes from, you're not supposed to burden a child with adult problems and stuff like that.
There's an echo.
Is that me?
I'll go on
yeah, there's an echo.
I was on mute.
Okay. Is it? Am I back? Do you hear echo?
Nope. I think it's when Nicole is in.
Was it Nicole? Okay.
I don't know where it's coming from. I don't have nothing else on, nothing in the background or anything. I don't know where it's coming from.
We've been going in and out. But it's important though that people do talk about this because there is no guide to being a parent. It is a tough job. I think that's an industry that people could give more attention to, parenting. Something that could be very lucrative and helpful and beneficial to us all. People with children, people who have children, who help raise children. It does take a village. And so I think that could be a very lucrative thing for us to do as a people, of parenting 101 for people who have lots of kids and people who have experience raising kids, people who have run daycares, people who Mother Goose, the little lady in the shoe. We need them to teach parents,
You know what I love sometimes?
Kiki Wyatt,
it's still there, but I'm going to ignore it. But I love just being in the room Just like I loved being in a room with my children all by ourselves, sometimes we're just playing with Legos. Spending time with that child, loving them, paying attention, giving them encouragement. Oh, wow, that's color yellow. Can you spell yellow? I'd rather
Mhm.
I'd rather spend the next 40 years with kids than adults sometimes. I really would.
Well, you know what? Sometimes it seems like the kids have more wisdom because they're pure. They don't know it's wisdom because the Bible says that, you know, out of the mouths of babes, My daughter, she's only 9 years old, and she says stuff that is very shocking. Like, how the heck you know that?
Mm-hmm.
And you're always in the learning, having fun, discovery, being silly, being loving, being nurturing mode all day. I got to have that every day. I don't know about y'all. I think these people are missing that in a
They
24-hour
are.
period.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Because
think
we're supposed to have that, though.
need more panel groups, parents and group discussions and parent groups in real life where the parents, because you're all your kids go to the same damn school in the neighborhood.
But their parents might be crackheads. You never know.
I know that's why they need the influence of somebody who's not. You know.
Miss Groovy is right. The people, I mean, I love that. Like, for instance, right now, I have 4 generations alive. For instance, you'll have a grandmother, a daughter, a grandchild, and that child has a grandchild. So we in our family, we keep track of those logistics as far as our
Mm-hmm.
family.
Mm-hmm.
But I like that the young people, they want to listen to rap all day. But guess what? I like to listen to jazz. So how about an hour of rap, an hour of jazz, an hour of Maya Angelou, and an hour of the History Channel in a 1 day period? Because
Right.
if all you're doing is listening to rap all year long or playing video games all year long, you're trash.
Mm-hmm.
You're trash. I don't care who you are. I don't care how nice you are. I don't care how cute you are. You're trash.
You
You have
sound like my
to,
dad. You sound like my dad.
they have to embrace. But am I right
Right.
or what? Is it me?
Right.
No,
Read
I
a
mean
book.
a very
Read a
valid.
book.
Especially this. I mean, but especially the lyrics. I mean, gosh, the lyrics were bad back then, but they were telling a story about what they were going through. Now all you hear is like pop pills, kill. Well, let me be careful with words I say, but you know what I'm saying.
Titties,
Yeah,
dick,
like I mean, they're advocating.
dick,
They're
get high.
advocating like take like do crack. Like I don't,
And,
child.
and they're advocating killing people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That part, and like I was saying earlier today, thank you, Yusef, for stopping by. That felt great.
Pleasure,
People
pleasure.
are advocating harming other black people, are advocating harming other black
Right.
people
Mm-hmm.
in songs, and people buy it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I ain't going.
It's
I don't
very low
care.
vibrational. I lost my
Yeah,
entire taste in music because that was one of my original talents that I had already, and it didn't even make me want to do music no more.
Me too, Yusef. I can't think of the pastor name. He's on my playlist. But
hmm
Mm-hmm. It's
when
a culture
when I
shock.
really when I really studied about like the messages and stuff like that, to how it can have an effect on the psychological, how your brain can actually be rewired. I mean, why do you think we learn our ABCs in a song? Why
thank
our
you.
commercials are in songs? Why
Cartoons
this
and
and
fillers.
see that and that's the same thing too, like with YouTube. Like, people try to say I think that I'm better than. No, it's not that. I'm trying to like show the people like the science behind it. Um, YouTube actually, a lot of people don't know this, but YouTube actually was built off of the example of how Las Vegas was built, the casinos.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you go
Mhm.
into a casino, you'll never find a clock. Just
Right.
like how the algorithm will take you around and around to the same most popular videos. Same thing in a casino. You go walk around and see those same machines that's going to take all your money. The difference is here it's going to take your time, and that
And
time you end up spending money. It's the same. It's the same thing.
In your energy.
Yeah, in your
and
energy. You
yep.
people go through withdrawals when they're not on here. They're addicted to it.
Right.
They
It's
become
about
agitated.
and it's about awareness. I know,
Right.
for instance, I lived in Vegas. I'm aware I'm there. I love the fun. I love the interaction. I'm not a gambler at all. But I knew how to have fun, throw $20 in there, walk away, get drunk, walk down the strip, be loud. But when I got home, I acted like me. It's not my lifestyle to be in the club. It ain't my lifestyle to be in the casino. It ain't my lifestyle to be a rapper. People don't have their own identity anymore. What do you
Right.
think about that?
Well, it is true. A lot of people, I believe, are suffering from identity crisis because you can tell because in regards to their social,
Girl, if you want to call it that.
the way that I'm laughing, I'm sorry, but the way that they socialize, like
Mhm.
what their definition of friends is, and when people fall out with each other, like the things that they do to one another, that's you couldn't. I wouldn't even do that to a neighbor or the guy that works at the
Sad.
convenience store, let alone somebody I consider a friend.
It's sad. And it is
And
straight
it's
demonic.
very detrimental.
I agree. I second that. Everything that you just said, Nicole. That it's everyone has identity crisis in one way or another, or could come up against and face an identity crisis, or may
Yeah.
have been in an identity crisis at one point of their life before. Um,
Right.
and that is a lot based on how we socialize.
Like
The images
when
that
I
we take
go
in.
visit, exactly. When I go visit either one of you, maybe hopefully in the future, if we want to put on our short shorts and let our boobies hang out on Vegas, that's okay. If I want to
Right.
go to the beach and we got our, uh, you know, Yusuf got old nasty Spanx on and I got my girls out in my little tank
Or if
top,
I go
that's
about my
okay.
business and fuck somebody, that's my business.
But then when you,
Well,
okay,
we know you gonna be
but
getting
then
it in now.
exactly. But then when you go to work, when you're in corporate America, you're in the grocery store, you're not acting like that. That's only when you were in a space. It can't
Right.
be your whole identity, or else you're going to be looking like that when you 60, looking dumb.
But see, it's about your environment though too, because that goes to show
Right.
you like what you just said. Like that happens in Miami, it happens in Vegas, it happens in other
No,
places.
that's not what I'm saying. You misunderstood me. Let me
Well,
say it
I
again.
just got something else out of it. That's all.
Okay, let me say this. When me and Vegas, I'm claiming it. When me and Nicole, because I lived in Vegas for 6 years,
Mhm.
when we go down to the Venetia, we gonna hit the hottest bar. We gonna have the tightest skirt on, looking cute as hell, having fun, right? Then we
Right.
go home. We put on our regular clothes. We go to the grocery store. We're normal. We
Right.
Right.
ain't
It's back
that
to business.
world.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with economics. I could have
No,
got my
not
my dress at
economical.
the dollar store. I'm just looking sexy.
Right.
That's
And I
not
get
my
that too.
identity. We're just in the club having
Being
fun.
free. Right. I was just saying, as
Then
far as what you said about lifestyle, when you said that's not my lifestyle, and because I agree with that, because like when I was living in Miami, for example, it was like okay, all the clubs and the celebrities and all the money and drinks and parties every night. But and me living there, I saw how I was stuck in that routine, as opposed
okay,
Mm.
to people who was coming there to visit it for leisure and it being the tourist experience that it is.
okay, I
Right.
see.
And that can happen too. You got to be really strong, like coming to places like Las Vegas and like Florida, because Vegas. I don't care how strong you is. If you ain't that strong, come down here, play with it if you
Right,
want to. You'll
Right.
destroy everything that you done built in a weekend.
right.
Okay, I didn't see people come out here and lose like get hooked on like gambling over a weekend and lose every dime that they have saved, life savings, have heart attacks and get hurt, like some, you know what I mean? Because it's gonna test what you the
And isn't
sin
it
in
funny? People used to be like that. They would live in the casino, then come visit you in your home because I lived in Henderson. And they were like, oh, you guys are just normal. It's like, yeah, we're normal.
right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, people always say, "Oh, you guys have houses. Where did you think we lived at? On a dollar machine? Like what the? I don't know, but
They
like
thought
most people that live here don't want to even go down on the strip.
no,
I don't.
exactly. They thought
Unless
we
I'm
was
VIP.
dressed like they thought we were dressed like we were on vacation every day or something.
Mm-mm. No, that's
But when you
You
were
try to
in
do that when you're
Miami,
young.
Yusuf, when you were in Miami, did you grow up in Miami or did you just land there?
No, I was staying there. That was where I was doing some of my background work and stuff. I and feature work the best I could, and also performing as a music artist, but also getting into club promotions with my model friend. Um, I was in Art Institute of Atlanta, and then I transferred there
Yay.
and went to Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale. It was video production, and
Wow.
in that area, um, I wound up leaving the school, getting put out of school, didn't get to finish the school, had all this debt, and then I moved to Miami Beach, where I lived, stayed with an elder person, and I helped him and assisted him um, with just really just company. Child, he was lonely. Somebody sit
Well,
there and
what's
talk to
the
him.
tea? Look, let's get messy. What's the tea? Why you get kicked out? You can go back, can't you?
Yeah, I didn't get kicked out. I left. I didn't get kicked out. I didn't plan on staying
Well,
there forever. Yeah,
but
Why,
so
I mean,
why you had to get
um,
why you had to get kicked out, teacher?
he got
right.
kicked out. Look, I'm
Well,
being
I was there
serious.
for like I stayed there out of school while I got kicked out of school.
Well, that's what you
Yeah,
said.
yeah, I got kicked out of school because I didn't I stopped making payments. I had lost my job and I wasn't able to keep making payments, and then so eventually they put me out the dorms before I can get another job. And
Oh
then
no.
But you can go back. You can go back though.
yeah, and I would go back with something else, and then I'm looking into psychology or biochemistry or other different
Okay.
social sciences and things like that. That not just something that because like that see I know how to edit and do and shoot and all my stuff, and I'm a producer in my own
Nice.
right and on front and behind the camera. But at the end of the day, that came from my experience of banging my foot to the ground. That goes back to what we said earlier. That it's not that everybody don't need college; it's that every industry don't need
Hi,
college. And
Silky
so
Black.
a lot of
Well,
stuff
you
is
know, I got my film degree at 50, so you can always go back, boo boo.
right. Hold on, let me see. But yeah, somebody was about to call me too. I'm about to get a call. Hold
Wait, Miss Groovy said when you go on vacation, you're supposed to live your best life, but you also have to think or have a mindset that that you have to live after a trip. Yeah, the one guy that I met,
Exactly.
this man lost. It was very sad. The man lost like Deidre, he lost like $750,000.
on.
Like
Mhm.
this,
Damn.
he had a heart attack. Like his body went into convulsions. He couldn't believe that he did it. He went back home and he
He
died.
was he's sick. Gambling
Yeah,
is a sickness.
yeah. Hi,
Yeah.
Silky Black. Mhm.
Damn.
Hello.
Yeah, I've
Hello.
known men that didn't never had no kids or nothing. Then came down here. The military then brought them down here and ended up getting like 4 women pregnant
Oh
because
wow.
a good dude down here with a good job because you got some of these dudes that come down here that think they want to be pimps and all
Right.
they play that game, they think they can be pimps and all that whatever,
Can
all
I have
that.
a moment? I just need a minute to just say I just want to send a fu to my ratchet haters. Do you mind?
Oh, go ahead, baby.
Because this I know this is a bit random, but I just got a comment under our lovely interview that we're all so proud of and we all participated in. Thank y'all so much. you know, and met Chey and everything, you know, and just that beautiful, encouraging energy surrounding that we know. You know, everybody might not get it, but we get it, you know? And so somebody comes on here and they say in our ratchet quote, wow, wow, wow. Literally, like you people just don't like to be challenged on nothing that you do. End ratchet quote. Kiss my mother, you son of a, you mother. Yeah, bitch, I said it. And it wasn't skipping.
And it's nonsensical. What are they talking about? That was the whole
No.
victory.
Yeah, exactly. But no, we're coddling her and we making like how many people would keep saying, y'all, I don't know why they making it like it's okay. I don't know why y'all condoning that. I don't know why y'all acting like she right for doing that. Nobody ever the fuck said that. I wish y'all could see me moving the fuck around right now, but I got the clothes on. These bitches is I need Lord.
See, that's why you got a platform. That's why I love being in. I like dipping my toe in and out the beef sector because I click live and cuss MFers out. I like doing that.
But see,
That's
I'm trying
just
to
me.
change. I'm trying to
Look,
change. You see what I'm saying?
I don't need to change that part of me because what did we talk about when we were and what we're talking about now? We're the whole of us. There's different facets of us, and I ain't gonna never tap that down. But on the
Oh, I
same
never. I'm a warrior.
but on the same tip, I did all types of positive things today. And dumb comments like that need a reply. They need to be told to fuck off.
No, I blocked the motherfucker and I deleted his bitch ass.
Yeah.
And you know, we can bring him his motherfucking DNA results. He know he from a cave unknown, all up under that black love. Mind your business.
All up in yours.
Honey. All them black
Jealous.
people surrounding each other and showing love and exercising out the hate. And then here comes somebody say, oh my God, y'all just What you looking for the comment?
Yeah, but I wasn't fast enough. You sniped it too fast.
No, it might be down there. I don't think I
was
It's
trying
down there.
to
I just blocked him.
always trying to expose somebody. I was trying to expose.
When you block somebody, it will disappear.
Yeah,
Wait.
and let me say this too. This is not a backhand. This is not a backhand, but it is a little bit of backhand, and I'll go on mute. Fuck what you heard. That's why I like when I say I like to dip my toe in the beef black sector, whatever I want to call it, because you need to say and rebuttal. And that's why I like it. And it don't have nothing to do with being bad or better. It's about being 100. So thank you, Mr. YouTube Streets. Came in hot with the 100s. I'll go on mute.
Yeah, well, because I'm just saying, I just feel like I've grown. Like when I was first on YouTube, I keep it real with y'all, and I know this might sound a little awkward and a little bit weird and off-putting to people, and I don't want to turn nobody off. And but like the things that I used to do to my trolls is ridiculous. I'm sure some of them died and everything. Yeah, because I used to put curses on them and under there, you know, and they would disappear. And so I'm growing. I'm trying to be, you know, I delete that ass. You know, I blocked them first. And so it probably is still up there, but yeah, that's deleted. Because I'm not feeding into them no more. I used to always get to them. They always want to come and trigger me because they know I call them all kind of C words and everything. And then I'm going to be the problem. And then I'm going to be the one who, oh, well, it's about the way you said it and all of that. The same way somebody always act like y'all fighting back too hard when they hit you first. I deal with that too. And I deal with it from white people and black people when it comes down to race relations. So don't nobody need to say nothing to me but, oh, I love the video. And that's just real from me. And I hope that ain't creeping nobody the fuck out. But I sure will wish death on your unborn under my comments.
Ooh, child.
I'm growing.
Hello, Ray. I hear you though. And it's your channel. It's your channel. It's your baby.
Yeah, and I'm just getting over strikes and stuff. You know, they can kiss my ass.
I love how when he says that, kiss my ass.
Well, I'm for real shit. I'm looking for the lighter. Oh, there we go. So yeah, that was it. I just feel good about life. I feel good about love. I feel good about creativity. I feel good about spirituality. I feel good about black. I feel good about intellect. I feel good about fighting. I feel good about resting. I feel good about food.
Everything.
What did you feel good about?
Everything. Ditto. I second that emotion.
Because ain't nothing like a good old bust upside the head. Why y'all think I took her side? Why y'all think I took her side?
Not a good old person.
Oh, I'm all about it. Why y'all upside your head? Yeah.
Oh, but what I was going to say is, too, in my opinion, I believe that that was a setup. When you go back and watch FreshandFit's video, I don't know if you noticed that they played suspense music. Why would you play suspense music? How did you know that she was about to go off?
Because it was all provoking.
There you go.
It was all provoking. We already know. That's what I'm saying. That's why them women. So and them women in there was slow. She the only one that had some sense, and it wasn't because of her violence. It was because
And also too, he did ask her to follow him back. That was another lie that was out there. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Y'all want to know the truth? I barely even. Let me tell you something. I barely even fucking know. All I saw was 2 seconds. You hear me? All I saw was 2 seconds, and that was all I needed to see.
I'm just enjoying the show. I'm chill. Now this fresh and fit situation, because you know I'm 800 years old. Do they have a YouTube channel? I don't even know that the fresh and fit thing. Is that a person?
Yes, they have. Yes, they have a. Yes, they have a YouTube channel, a Patreon. They're kind of large. Yeah.
Yeah, high earning dusties.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes, forever.
Yeah.
They
They get young. Yeah, they find young girls that are on Instagram and they call them into their cave. I wonder,
Gotcha.
are they allowed to have that many people in that small space at one time?
He was mad at her then though. He was mad at her then though because he couldn't trap her up and cap her up. She slept on that couch. She ain't touched that prickly diggly.
She said it smelled like onion.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Ooh, she said she smelled Tommy through his rusty ass, stinking ass jeans he didn't had on for the last 5 years.
And what I wanted to know too was Fresh and Fit aware that Tommy and her had met prior to that interview?
More than fuck likely.
Yeah, then it was definitely a setup.
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask yesterday. Yeah. Shoot that Baja for me. I want to know.
Now, Nicole, elaborate on that some more.
Huh? Well, the reason why I wanted to know, because if Fresh and Fit knew that that Chey and Tommysotomayor had an encounter together prior to the interview, then she was strategically placed next to him on purpose. And it was egged on. Eventually, they knew that conversation was going to somehow come out, because if you listen to what they were talking about during the podcast, they were talking about hookups and stuff. It wasn't coincidental. It didn't come out of nowhere. She was set up.
Right.
So that's
the reason why they brought him. That's the reason why they brought him back on.
So let's just
the next
say flat down didn't happen. Was Tommy supposed to tap that ass? Is that what was going to happen next?
Well, that's what he hoped.
Right.
That's what he had hoped. He had hoped
Right.
that
That's what
he
I'm
could
saying.
get
Yeah.
that.
Right. Because, make her feel like a star, sit her right next to me, and now his old nasty stank ass, I'm a effer tonight. Is that what we had set up for too? If the slap down didn't happen?
Well, she had already had unfollowed him. She had already had
You
unfollowed
know
him.
how look,
Like she said,
Nicole.
she didn't, uh-huh.
You're a smart woman. You're thinking with a woman mind. We going nasty, disgusting Tommy brain. Jump in his brain.
Oh,
That's
well,
where we
yeah,
at.
he probably thought he could stick his dick in her ear or something,
That's what I'm saying. There you go.
Of course.
It's disgusting, but that's what it's horrible. They're horrible, Emmanuel. That's what I had thought. Thank you for elaborating. I'll go on.
Yeah, because come on now, like you got audio of him saying that literally that I hate you black bitches. I hate you dark black bitches. What did he say? The darker the darker the darker the bitch, the more I hate her. Something
But
like that.
he like fucking
The darker
woman.
Yeah, and that's why she said you're not gonna play me like that. Like what, you know what I'm saying? She didn't know that he was gonna be there. So they you know what I'm saying, put her in a room to where there was a potential that they knew something was gonna go down. And then to try to have this girl dragged like that is just not fair. It was a setup. That's why I said I was super girl. Let me be quiet before I start some shit.
Remember when I was live?
Where was your security? Was the capacity? Did you go over capacity of how many people were supposed to be in that room? Did you have an ordinance? Do you have a license to have all them people in that room?
Girl, get that court case ready, honey.
Again, you're working under the premise that they want to protect us. They don't.
I know.
Right.
I know. That's where the law part comes in.
They would beat my ass and steal my wallet after the show. If I let that happen, but that ain't gonna happen. But I'm just saying this is the new real. Keeping it real is the new real. Because I get frustrated when people go off tangent like, well, not you, Nicole, because I get your logic. But think about it. Wait, why y'all talking about security? They didn't want no damn security, y'all. They don't want it.
I know, because my thing is because dude said he had a gun pulled on him, so you already know that you picking random women offline that that are Instagram models or want to be Instagram models. No disrespect to their career choice path, I guess, and the type of lifestyle or whatever they're getting down, traveling. You know what I mean, hooking up or whatever, exchange or whatever, and you're gonna put that in a room with men that are gonna talk mess. And it was very strategic that they put the dark skin, the brown skin girls on that couch over there in the back like that. Oh, that was a shit show.
What was that? Yeah, what was that?
That was part 2, girl. It would.
That's what they always do, though. They're right there at the head of the table to get disrespected and have to get up and storm out, or to get up and put their hand on their gun because they feel threatened. All kind of stuff.
And then that Latino girl sitting next to Tommysotomayor that used the N-word more times than any black person ever had in the history of African American rap concerts. Looking ass.
So see, they should have got their hits on.
I mean, you can see it. And then my thing is like, if I would have been there, like I'd have been like, look, I'd have been like, come on, sis, let's bounce. Fuck your podcast.
If I was a woman,
I would have been out the door in 5 minutes. I wouldn't even.
How are you going to tell a dark-skinned sister how to feel when that's not your burden to bear? You're not even African American, so you don't know how that feels to have a brother that is your complexion talking about you like that, and encouraging millions of other men to feel the same fucking way.
I know, but I see y'all hurt when it happens, and so I'll be paying attention. And I'll tell you what, if I was a woman at that table, if I was any woman, any kind of woman, but especially a black woman at that table with her, and in my lower self and just in the fight or flight instinct right with her, you know, when niggas start running, everybody run. I'll tell you what, not only would I been helping her bust him upside the ass, that Latino that said all that shit at the corner, I'd have got my hits in on her ass too.
I know that's right.
And so y'all not even fighting right. Right. That's why you're gonna get your ass whooped. And that's why the only one that had some fight in them was that girl.
Now can you hold on to that? Why they always calling me angry and mean? Bitch, I will fuck you up if you touch me. Hallelujah. Thank you for saying that, Yusuf.
Mm-hmm. That's why people who say that they got an issue with, because I deal with this all the time too. People got an issue with the things you would do to your enemies. It's because they're invested in them and they one of them, and likely because
they want me to get hurt. They want me to get hurt by the abuse.
Don't chop nobody's head off. And I'm like, so you must be my enemy, fucking around trying to get your head chopped.
But wait a minute. They want me to get abused by a ratchet, dusty motherfucker just because he got a dick. No, I will cut his dick, balls, his lips, and mail that shit to his mama and fuck her up. That's me.
In her gumbo. I will put it right in her gumbo.
Baby.
Hold on. I gotta take this call, y'all. Shit.
Ooh. Is it juicy?
You always looking for some shit.
I'm nosy as hell. I be sniffing it out. I be like, where we going? What's the juice?
You be like this, girl. That you over YouTube streets. What y'all doing over here?
I love it.
She be rolling right through.
Baby. Nosy as hell. I can't help it.
It's BB girl.
What? Okay. Go on and look. Because I need an audience. Go on and look. Hey, artist. Oh,
I mean, but just like seriously, I'm like, nah. You put a beautiful brown skinned girl right next to him. You know what I'm saying? Know that they had, allegedly, hooked up like it was a setup, and then you played the suspense music, and she was like, hold on, turn that shit off. You know what I mean? Because she was trying to talk or whatever. And if he didn't care, then why would you ask her to follow you back? Like it was just games. And if you're not trained in that wasn't no debate. That was
I'm at the collaboration at the Wazoo. Yeah, I'm doing a video with everybody. We're going on the panel.
Ooh, we can hear. Let's listen.
You are a lot.
Let panel. Hello.
I ain't messing with
Oh, I'm sorry. I had y'all muted. I was about to say, y'all nosy, y'all thought I was really going to call this in. Chay, I cannot.
Nicole was messing up my eavesdrop game.
Sorry, but yeah, I got because I'm trying to work some stuff out. Like, y'all got my number.
I love it. I love it. So y'all think it's gonna get juicier? Why he think he can sue somebody just because he got slapped on the face? Get over it, Tommy.
I mean, you can, as my dad would say, you can sue anybody for anything. That don't mean you gonna win.
Yeah, but what bitch can't take a slap?
A bitch named Tommy.
Sotomayor.
I mean, my thing is, if he feels that, that's what he needs to do, then let him sue, and she can countersue. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, absolutely.
He pressed charges. She can press charges. She was put in a hostile work environment.
That could be a class action lawsuit.
You feel what I keep you keep seeing what I'm throwing out there? She wasn't. You had your podcasters in an unsafe environment.
And all that. See, he was too busy making fun of Tashak. He's about to lose some money now, too. Hey.
Child. I'm looking like Try again, Tommy.
Okay. Try again.
Is that lady from that show with the Ratchet Restaurant when it was in there and she and her husband?
I think so.
Listen, she's so pretty and I can recognize her from all the low down shit she took. Interesting.
And they always
sure
want to judge us.
Mm-hmm.
They always want to judge us on how we, like you said earlier, you said, don't tell me how to fight back. I know what I'm doing.
Right. I know how to bust your ass.
And then the thing is that really, really bothered me about the Fresh and Fit interview. The breakdown is when how they found justification in him going towards violence. Now, alleged violence. Okay. Now, I was told by officers that, you know, if someone's trying to attack you, that you're supposed to remove yourself from danger, not go into danger. So, how are you going to justify that in a court of law?
See,
Like he was still trying to, like, he was, you know what I'm saying? There was no de-escalation, and they were like, well, because he was emotional. Okay, whatever.
I don't like
who pushed him? Who pushed him into, like, wasn't somebody pushed into her?
I don't like rules like that. That's why I'm glad it was videotaped. If a fight is a fight, right? Whether you're going to touch me, whether you're going to push me, whether you're going to slight me or say something, shade me online, a fight is a fight. If you do what you're going to do, then here I come, boo-boo. You see what I'm saying? And my here I come is my here I come. I don't give a damn if trolls, chatters, content creators, mods talk about it. It was what I did. End of bulletin. Okay.
And I did it, and I can't take it back, and I'll do it again if I was in the same situation. And it all depends, because that's what I'm saying. You can't tell nobody how to respond. It is what it is. But you know, people need to stop antagonizing people too. You know, because one day you're gonna get your ass whooped. Stop trying to bully people, because somebody's gonna.
And I'm gonna get you back. I might not get you back the time you got me, but I'm gonna get you back.
And somebody gonna get you, and it's gonna be me.
It's gonna go down like this, y'all.
Enough! You are all of you beneath me. I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that. Puny god.
That's what she
That's one of my favorite scenes. Yes.
I need to be the judge in the court.
That was the moment he was born for. Okay.
Yeah. Judge the Hulk presiding. Okay.
And we try to justify, well, that words, it doesn't matter. Well, if you say 1 + 1 is 2, and you say, well, 1 + fucking 1 is fucking 2, it doesn't make a difference.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's still 2, but you just spit all over me and you caused my heart to skip several beats, you fuck nigga. What are you talking about?
It depends, because if somebody come up and ask you and say, what the fuck is 1 + 1, bitch?
Right.
Then you gotta answer like the second way you were saying.
Man, I can't. Get the nigga out of here, man.
Get his ass out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Got to go. Got to go. Got to go. Got to go. Get him out of here.
That's what they need to do to Tommy. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Somebody dead laying around the house jerking off all day.
Wow.
I'll play with him.
Okay.
Hey.
Woo. And see that you also have to factor in the age thing. And I like going through what I'm going through right now because it's natural, it's my life, it's my journey, and I love it. I've embraced every moment. These old black men don't know how to get up and out of the scene. Leave the stage, Tommy. Talk about something else. Stop talking about girls, especially when you got child support cases. It'd be different if he was dating 40-year-old accomplished executives that are Republican. He could never pull that. Okay. He full of it.
He wouldn't know what to do with it, child.
That's what I'm saying. He's trying to come across as, oh, I'm better than. Where? I don't see it. Now you're embarrassing. He's that old 50-year-old sitting at the bar, perving over the 27-year-old sitting next to her boyfriend, and she glances over, and Tommy's staring at her tits. He's pervy at this point. It don't hit right no more.
Yeah, he's a ratchet perv. He sits around all day jerking on too, watching gay porn, straight porn, trans porn, cheap porn, trans porn, trans porn, bam porn. Yeah,
and I want him to do better. He can do
he's
better. He has a huge platform.
Yes, he does.
So much better.
Yeah.
But why is his platform huge? The supporters. So that's a whole bunch of army of dickheads.
He needs to pivot. He really does.
That man is stuck in his ways, child. Ain't nobody gonna want to listen to Tommy if he starts singing "Kumbaya, my Lord." People watch him for hate.
I wouldn't give a fuck if he gave back to charity.
And
he knows that, he's teaching hate, and he believes that it's gonna bring change. I'm going to change.
Yeah, he's stuck.
Change.
He teaches self.
And he's surrounded by yes people. He's stuck. Nobody's sitting him down going, okay, you have all of this. Now what? You're getting older. The crowd is changing. Even the topics change. Even the politics change. Things change. He's stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's stuck waiting on women to remove their hair hats before he wants to be a leader.
You can't tell nobody what to wear on their head. That's another thing. Men, if you don't like it, go get something what you don't like. Go get what you like. Leave women alone. If they want to wear wigs, if they want to wear lashes, let them. Is that what we're really talking about? Whether people got wigs on their head or not?
Yeah, wigs took the man out of the homes. Wigs got men in disproportionate.
Wigs did something. Wait.
The wig did it, yeah. That's why we don't protect you, and that's why we'll provide that you walk around with that damn hair hat on. That's why. That's why we won't lead. That's why we don't want to be good fathers and all of that. Because you keep wearing that wig, and them lashes looking like snuffleupagus. Oh, Lord. This is the mind of a dusty.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
He is a dusty, ain't he?
What
and
is
he don't
dusty?
have to be a dusty though.
Do that mean they ashy?
It means ashy, dusty, crusty, rusty, musty, and busty. Just like he
Nothing to offer. Nothing. Just another guy screwing another girl, and then the next month he got another girl, and then the next month he got another girl. That's a dusty.
And all of their panties is in the shrine in the closet because he know he gonna die lonely.
Yes.
Yeah, embarrassing, humiliating footage of people probably secret recording.
I mean, and he got his OnlyFans, so he be his OnlyFans too, because I know that was one thing that Chey was saying. Like, I thought you wanted me to be like on your podcast, not like.
Yeah,
you know,
he knew that he just wanted to boink her. She knew he just wanted to boink her. She's like, I'm a career woman. You're gonna give me more. So shout out to Chey.
Right. I want no pickled ass dick.
She said he stunk. She said
she said that's why your penis stink.
Girl, I screamed when she said that.
That
That shit was
motherfucker dick
funny.
stick to high hell.
And then they were doing a whole breakdown on the Latina mom. Tommy, I just wanted to ask a question. I just wanted to know, how did he know that he dicky stink if they never had sexy?
Girl, they be
Bitch, because I can smell it through his pants. Because I can smell it through his drawers, and I know a nigga that don't take a bath for weeks.
They look. The answer to that is they think stank is normal. I said it.
But if you never like, you know, when you deal with the niggas, like with the niggas, like with the niggas,
Niggas
like
what?
with the
Niggas what, bitch? Oh, no, he
Look, 3 hours later with the niggas, and then with the niggas. I was like this, y'all. I was like this.
I'm just sick of everybody. I just want to be happy and by my damn self.
By my damn self. Thank you, Nene. By my damn self.
I just can't.
I feel like a coon. I want a biscuit.
I just don't get why somebody. Okay, take me. Why would somebody sit me next to a prostitute and think they can compare the two? Is that a thing that's happening in youth culture now?
Yes, I don't think that they do it like that, but I think that they receptacle you. That's like they'll sit you next to the thought. If they can't afford you and the thought don't pick you, you'll be the bottom of the barrel, next choice, second best.
And they think my feelings are supposed to be hurt while I'm throwing them to the prostitute. You go over there, yay!
And the girls just make me compete with each other.
That they could never. Okay.
They dirty, and they all know. That's how they know who dick stink. We know.
Yeah, that's how they know they stink.
I mean, and then too, when you know, he has discussed in the past about how African American women's vaginas smell. Now, I'm not a doctor, of course, or anything like that, but when you have sex with multiple partners, the penis can start to contain what you call bacteria.
Girl.
And when you mix pH balance, right? When you mix the wrong pH balance and bacteria together, that shit don't smell right.
But can't people take baths? What's going on?
But see, the thing is, I think, but sometimes though, some people pH balances don't mesh. They don't mesh well.
Even if you put your ass in plain water for 30 minutes in a 24 hours,
if these dudes just having sex, raw dogging chicks and stuff like that, and using lube, and then they wash off and then go have sex with the next chick, you think no, something sticking somewhere.
Wash your ass. Stop fucking whores.
Yeah, and wash your dick. Some of these dudes act like they're scared to wash their ass crack like a skate, but some of that cracteria be crawling around the front too.
Oh, right. They be having doodle
cracteria.
Beating in your balls.
Well, they're not. So you're telling me, in between sex partners as a sex worker, they're not washing their earths? Is that what you just said?
No,
y'all confusing me. I'm the old lady. Slow down.
They take whole baths, Gigi, darling.
You know them. You know they don't have their whole kit.
They take a whole bath or a skank spray.
Do you know they supposed to with a whole, ladies and gentlemen, what you should carry in your whole kit is hand sanitizer, antibacterial soap.
Squat down. Put your
not Irish Spring, not Jergens.
It's called a sitz bath. Sit your ass in hot water and soak your nasty booty crack.
Not sit bath. motherfucking means.
People don't know how to wash their pussy.
He come in here, I was cracking up. I was like, what the hell? I was laughing at the same time he was.
He looks scary. Let me see that again. He looked kind of scary. Let's see that again.
That's the homie from the block. Y'all don't know him?
But he did hit his head on the way in. He did hit his head.
Yeah.
He tried to be smooth. He tried to play it off.
Yeah, just dumb.
He looked like Jim Carrey black.
Oh my God, that's funny as hell.
Girl, I'm gonna get off here. My final thoughts. I know. I just thought it was good to talk to y'all. That was all. And just some bullshit out here.
It's fun. It's fun just to get it out, and express and be relaxed doing it.
It's better out than in. You gotta find a way. So
do you think that there's a thing as like people call it street life back in the day? Like somebody was saying earlier, we do old school music and all that. Street life didn't mean that you were a bad person. Remember the poorest people on your corner would go to church. Right. They would have the best pressed clothes. It doesn't mean bad, though.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, they do, but it's far and few in between because a lot of the stuff, like everything has changed. The music changed, the representation changed, the revolution died down. A lot of shit is just different. Like they really just like back to the music is very low vibrational in this programming. Like the music is literally coming back to kill the artists.
But the music doesn't. I turn the music off and I'm Deirdre. It all depends. It falls on me, not the music, not the artist, not the pimp in the street, not the prostitute on IG or whoever. It's me making the decisions. It's me making the decisions, and it's not them influencing me.
Not you, because you have your conscious mind. You're talking about the kids. I was answering in regards to the kids and the difference.
It shouldn't influence them.
It does, though.
Why?
Because music is very powerful. And
like I told my kids, do not hero worship musicians.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we need to say that every day. Every time we say hello and good morning. Mm-hmm. Find somebody real in real life. Even if it's like I said, even if it's that mailman that had that job for 30 years. He's happier than the thoughts and the hookers and the pimps. Because he got a regular job and a good old family and celebrating holidays and going on vacation. And he's listening to Snoop Dogg. You see what I'm saying? But it's not his lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Tommy is banking on. Exactly, Emmanuel.
That's what everybody's banking on.
Yeah.
It's part of the dysfunction of our community. People don't mind participating in the dysfunction, but no one wants to be a part of the restoration process or the, recalibrating, but everybody will take it all in and listen to it and just say, and that's not taught to the kids to be like that. And so it needs to be, but it's not being. And people need to start raising their kids in front of the TV anyway. That's adult entertainment. Unless you got child programming, the kid programming is predatory on the kids' mind these days. We don't have time to keep on wasting.
Absolutely.
So you're right about what you're saying, but the children don't have that level of understanding, and neither do their parents. Okay, and the culture is just dumb right now.
That's why you matter, and your content matters.
You matter.
Yours too, Nicole. You know what I'm saying? Because we're 3 different generations talking about it. And even though they might not want to listen to Gigi Darling, they'll listen to you. And that's good enough for me.
They're not listening to me. That's on their ass.
They listen. They listen. Hey,
Well, I'm being
Dovey.
nice.
Hi, Premier.
Hey y'all, but yeah, that was it. Hey Dubby, but that was it. I'm just about to get over here real quick.
Yeah,
I
me too.
appreciate y'all.
I'm about to take a shower.
I love
This
y'all.
has been fun. We have to do this more often.
All right, now y'all just
Yeah, we done had some fun.
let me know. I like it.
Yeah, anytime, y'all. Well, y'all, and how you doing, Premier Hill? It's good to see you. Yeah, I'm gonna read what you y'all give y'all final thoughts, and then I'll read what they
Yeah,
what Emmanuel and the rest have said in the comments.
that was
Y'all
my
got
final thought.
this
Thank
one.
y'all.
That was your final thought? Okay,
Yeah, my
what is
final
my
thought was
final?
thank y'all so much. You know, that was it. And
Oh,
it's mutual. The love, the support, the encouragement, it's all mutual.
Well, love
I'm
you.
gonna
Definitely love you too.
Thank
love
you.
you back. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I love my channel. I love the growth. I love the topics I come up with. I even love the old nasty fuck shit situations I come in and out of because I know like you said, I love that word, Yusuf. I know how to calibrate. I know how to pull back. I know how to sit back in the ditch, nasty veteran, and pop up when I need to. I'm good. I know I don't have anything that I have to prove or disprove because all of my stuff is in order. I ain't going nowhere. I'm glad that we three content creators found each other. If even if this is the beginning of something new or it ain't, I like it. It feels good right now. I'm gonna hold on to these two right here. Yes, I am.
And the violins play.
Yeah, that's for sure. Because that's the thing. It's really, really important as content creators to network on a positive note. You know what I mean? And get the word out about what we're discussing. Just like you said, we all should be going testing it out and seeing. We all go live so we can be hitting each block. You know what I mean? I think that is a really good idea. You
Yes,
know.
ma'am. There. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So we can pull from one side. It might, eventually it will work. Eventually it will. The thing is,
And
I just have to be more consistent, you know.
no, you're good. And hold me accountable. Hold me
Right.
accountable. It's
Mhm.
okay because I like when my kids step to me. So I need other content creators, YouTubers, as we call ourselves, to be okay with that. And it doesn't have to be out in the public. And I keep things to me. You see how I operate. I don't do that. Oh, look what I got. Look what Nicole said to me on the phone. I don't play those games. Never have, never will. You know.
Because it's going to cause more contention and strife. It definitely, I mean, all money ain't good money. That's not the kind of revenue that I want to receive. And I could just imagine how people would probably, definitely perceive me in regards to like, well, if I have any dealings with her, is she going to, do that to me? That's how I kind of,
Right.
look at that. I wouldn't want nobody to think that I would, I'm not saying that I'm perfect or anything like that, that it never could happen, but I just, try to do my best for nothing like that to happen at all. Hey, Premier Hell. That's definitely him with the cat. How you doing, brother?
Hey,
Hello.
Hey, Premier Hell.
how you doing?
All right, everything all good.
How you doing, brother?
What? Wait, you never see me with the cat? Nobody ever see me regularly.
Good
You
night,
know,
you
Hey,
said.
I don't want anybody to shut up because I came in. Keep going.
I hear echoes.
yeah, we got feedback.
Wait. Oh, shit. My fault. I'm sorry. I'm about ready to
Oh,
say the F
much,
word.
much better. Hello. Hello,
That was me.
Premier. Nice to
I
meet you.
literally clicked on the link again, did the same thing to my own live stream tonight. I did it again. I'm in double jeopardy, and I at least caught myself instead of sitting there trying to diagnose my problem.
Well, I was saying hello. Nice to meet you.
Hey, I mean, no, I was literally like into what your argument was about like.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Can you hear her?
Yes.
Oh,
Can
you didn't say hello back.
She spoke to you.
Who? Did I miss it? I'm a little buzzed, so I'm sorry.
I know. I'm saying hello.
Okay, mic check. Say hello, and I'll say hi.
Hello.
You're really low. Your volume.
Okay,
right?
Nicole. You have a good night, boo boo.
Yeah,
I had a good time, Nicole. You have a good night. Love you.
I can barely hear.
Okay. Anyway, technical difficulties, Premier Hill. You're gonna have to stop by another time because it's too much technical difficulties. So anyway, thank you, Deidre. Thank you, Yusef. I truly appreciate y'all coming by here. I had fun. Thank you guys for getting me to get up and come on live. Yeah, next time, Premier Hill, you're more than welcome to come up here whenever. It's just technical difficulties. You can't hear us and stuff like that. So we just gonna go ahead and end this out or whatever. And I would definitely be seeing you guys in these YouTube streets. Okay. And look, remember, through God, all things are possible to those who believe. As long as you're willing to receive what God has for you. You know what I mean? So let's see. What do we want to go out on? How about this? This is dedicated to ChayMeans and to all the beautiful sisters. I'm out, y'all. I love y'all.
Sisterhood is more powerful than we can even comprehend. It's a community of women embracing each other. It's deeper than being friends. It's an I want to see you win and I want to see you flourish. It's a girl, you better get those coins. I see you walking in your purpose. Because we don't have to be besties and we don't have to talk every day. But just know that we are reflections of each other. If you win, then I win. Another woman paving the way. Another queen coming to slay. And if you're truly my sister, you lift me up when you pray. Because believe it or not, we're all going through something. And it's okay to not always be okay. My shoulders were built for sisterhood. Lean on them as you may. Sisters understand each other's tears more than anyone, so we should be the ones to help wipe them away. It's time to put the sister back in sisterhood, and I know all of this sounds a little cliche, but only we can give life to those words by allowing our actions to align with the words that we say. We are sisters. If I fall, I need to know that my sister is gonna help pick me back up. If I feel defeated, I need to hear my sister saying, you're gonna get through this, sis. Don't give up. If I fail, I need to be reminded that I'm still a winner. And if you see me getting chunky, lie to me, tell me I'm getting thinner. Call me slim, say, girl, you getting slimmer, cause we are sisters. If you need that push, I'm gonna be there to push you into your greatness. And on those days when you feel unworthy, I'm gonna remind you that you are absolutely amazing. And when folks try to bring up your past, I'm gonna be sure to let them know that you are a survivor. And if you ever need someone to talk to, know that you can call me and I'll help lift you higher. And I won't judge you either. However, when you're slacking, I'm gonna tell you you need to do better. Cause I refuse to sit back silently and watch my sister settle or meddle in average. I'm gonna get you right together and let you know you need to do something with all that awesome girl magic, cause we are sisters. And no, it's not always peaches and cream. We will get on each other's nerves. We will say things we don't mean. We will have disagreements, and even jealousy is a factor. We tend to subconsciously compare ourselves to one another, and that in and of itself is a sisterhood disaster. The truth is, we all have flaws and insecurities and things that we can perfect. We are all evolving works in progress and just as equally a hot mess. We all have a tendency to be petty, overly emotional, and at times a challenge to deal with. But I'll take the good with the bad because I need my sister to pray and kneel with, to overcome and heal with, to cut up and chill with, to be open and real with, to connect and build with, to empower and fulfill with. 'cause we are sisters. And there is no competition when you sincerely embody the true definition. When you make it your mission to be the spark and be the difference, then you will see that we are all simply connected with a twister. I am not only my sister's keeper, I am my sister.
Woods, pretty face, but I'm known for hitting drugs. Yeah. Got him like, too good. To the yard, he ain't never leave his pretty, on God. Broke, too good. Real boss, nigga got the Woods, pretty face, but I'm known for hitting drugs. Yeah. Got him like, too good. To the yard, he ain't never leave his pretty, on God. Broke, too good. Real boss, nigga